So nothing's canceling, no holes. Vertical asymptotes where the bottom equals 0 at 1 and 4. Horizontal, if the bottom was multiplied out, it would be squared. Oh, and the top would be squared as well. So the coefficient on top would be a 2x squared, and on bottom it would be a 1x squared. So it's going to be y equals 2. I want to check to see if I ever cross my horizontal. So I want to know if this function 2x over x plus 2 times, I'm going to go ahead and multiply that out, x squared minus, end up being 5x plus 4. I want to know if that ever equals 2. So if I were to cross multiply, this side would be 2x squared plus 4, and then this side here would be 2x squared minus 10x plus 8. So solving, those guys go away. I'll have 10x equals 4. So it'll look like it'll cross at when x is 2/5, 4/10, 2/5. So cross when x equals 2/5. Interesting. Okay. So now we're going to find my y-intercept, and that's going to happen when the x is 0. So when the x is 0, the top will be 0 times 2, which is 0, and the bottom is -1 times -4, which is 0, so it's just 0, 0. And then the x-intercept is when the y is 0. So if the y were 0 and you cross-multiplied, this would 0 times that would end up being 0, and then it would be wherever the top is 0. So at 0, we have 2 of them, and when x is -2. Alright, so we plot what we've got. Vertical asymptote, x equals 1, x equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Horizontal, y is 2. Crosses when x is 2, right there. Y-intercept 0, 0, x-intercept 0, 0, and -2, 0. Does that make any sense? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's okay. Is that okay? 2, 2, 1, 4, maybe. Oh, x is 2/5, crosses when x is 2/5. Right there. Is that any better? Yes. Okay. So, the only way to make this side work is this is the only, like, I have no even multiplicities here. Everything is just to the first power. So everything is crossing through. And so I know the only way to make this work is if I start up here, cross through where it crosses, cross through there, cross through there, and then finally get up to hug my asymptote there. If you had started down here and you had to cross through there, because you couldn't bounce back down because it came from an odd multiplicity, you couldn't bounce back down, and you couldn't, if you crossed through, you wouldn't be able to cross to get to the other side to get to these, because you never crossed this except for we solved when x was 2/5. So this is the only way this side can look. And then once you've got that side, on this side of the asymptote you're up, so on the other side you'll be down. And I never cross this again, so I'm going to come back down so I don't cross it. I'm down on this side, so I'll be up on this side. And so I look a little something like that. Cool.